Hey, it's Dr. Cody Rall with Techforpsych. Today we're sitting down with Alzhelp, a group that's designing an app for Alzheimer's patients that will help with navigation through augmented reality and artificial intelligence functions. We sat down to discuss their ideas before they competed in the Psychiatry Innovation Lab, where they won a $500 Impact Award.
Hi, I'm Priscilla and I'm from California, and our app is called Alzhelp. Our app has a virtual reality function which highlights routes for our users to have a clearer and easier view of the route that they're going to. So it helps people with common issues with navigation and confusion, especially within the Alzheimer's community. Our geofencing function allows caretakers to set a boundary for their patients and loved ones. This function helps with caretakers to monitor their patients and be notified when their patients are in trouble or if they go out of boundaries and get lost.
Hi, my name is Akanksha and I'm from California. And so for our business model, we want to have two models. One is our basic model, the other one is our premium model. So our basic model is going to include all the features that we discussed earlier. Meanwhile, our premium model is going to include some extra features like being in different languages, and maybe later on when we decide to go international, we'll include international preset safety zones, which will include hospitals and police stations, so that caretakers don't have to input those one by one. Now for our basic model, for the first 6 months to 1 year, we want to try to keep it free so that we can acquire a really strong and large customer base. And then later on, we want to charge a $25 annual subscription fee. Meanwhile, for our premium model, we want to have a 1 month free trial so people can get to experience it for themselves. And then after that, we're going to switch to a $37 a month, $37 annual subscription model. So our other part that we're really excited about is our hospital and senior care homes membership program. So essentially in the membership program, what we want to do is have hospitals and senior care homes sign up with us to become members and pay an annual membership fee. And essentially what we do for the hospital is we subsidize the cost of the app for all their patients. So this helps with two things. One, it helps us generate more revenue because we're acquiring money from hospitals. And second, we also end up getting more customers because more customers hear about our app and they realize that they have a subsidized cost. We get more people to sign up. So that's our business model. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Michelle and I'm from California. So one of our functions include having an interactive personal assistant, sort of like Siri, to help guide patients around by giving directions and delivering notifications. So like Siri, this could be activated by a series of default or personalized trigger words, such as help or lost, while Siri is activated by saying, hey Siri, or by the detection of erratic movements, such as walking back and forth or pacing or walking around in circles, using the accelerometer function on phones. And this could provide the emergency human interaction, a substitute for that, needed to guide patients around to a destination preset by their caretaker.
All right, Alzhelp, thanks so much for being here. You guys come a long way, all the way from California, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome to have you here at the Psychiatry Innovation Lab. How did you guys all meet?
So we all met this past summer at CNIX, which is short for the Clinical Neuroscience Internship Experience at Stanford. And it's basically an immersive experience where students can just see studies and work presented by professors and researchers at the school in various fields within psychiatry. So some of the notable ones we talked about were like drug addiction psychology, forensic neuropsychiatry, and some innovative models in cell biology research.
That's really cool. And then part of the experience was coming up with an idea, right? Like you said, like capstone project, was that what it was?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
So essentially our capstone project, we decided to focus on the topic of Alzheimer's research, and we wanted to try to create an app for patients with Alzheimer's and dementia. And part of the reason we chose that is because we all have personal experience with Alzheimer's. I worked for the last summer with Alzheimer's patients in a senior care retirement center, and there I really saw how bad the condition can get, and I really wanted to do something to alleviate their trouble. And both Michelle and Priscilla have relatives that have had Alzheimer's, so it's definitely something that was really near and dear to our hearts.
And so you're designing an app for Alzheimer's patients, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Our app has like 3 main functions. So one of them includes augmented reality. Second one includes an interpersonal assistant. So it basically uses artificial intelligence. It's kind of like Siri. And our last one is geofencing. So it allows caretakers to set like a boundary for their loved ones or their patients. So they'll be notified when they're like lost or when they like go out of boundaries. They'll get a notification.
That's the one that I didn't understand on the proposal. I was like, what the heck is geofencing? But you set boundaries on the GPS, right? And the app's on the phone, so it can track where the patients or customers or whatever you want to call it are going, right?
Yeah, it just sets a radius that a caretaker it can be preset by a caretaker. And if the patient goes outside of that radius from a specific location, then it'll send notifications to an emergency contact list, so this can be their doctor, caretaker, family members, friends, any of them, like a support system.
Awesome. And what I was actually really impressed with on your guys' proposal is there's like this laid out business plan on how to make it a reality. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we want to have 2 main subscription models to generate revenue. So the first is our basic subscription model, which is going to include all the features that Michelle and Priscilla talked about earlier. And we want to keep it free for the first 6 months or so to acquire a strong customer base and to gain some feedback. And then the second part, and then after the 6 months, we want to make it the $25 annual subscription fee. That amounts to about $2 per month, which shouldn't be like too financially burdensome on most families. So it's going to be affordable. And then later on, you also want to roll out a premium subscription model for $37 a month, and that's going to include the app in more languages, because one of the things we noticed was that people and with Alzheimer's tend to like start relapsing into a foreign language that's been more deeply ingrained. So a foreign language based app would definitely be really helpful. And you also want to include preset safe zones in our premium model, which will be like include like police stations and like hospitals. So caretakers don't have to manually input all those in themselves. Like those will automatically be preset for our premium model. And then the other part that we're really excited about is our hospital and senior care retirement home membership program per se. So essentially what we want is that hospitals and senior care retirement homes, they like become members of our app and pay like an annual subscription fee. And then in return, we will subsidize the cost of the app for all their patients. So this not only like generates revenue, it also allows marketing because more people hear about the app.
I imagine it would like improve patient safety at those places too, because you kind of know what everybody's up to and don't lose anybody you know, which can be a big problem.
We definitely reach our intended audience through that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on this and talking with me, and good luck with the event today. We'll have to catch up with you guys after the pitch and see how it went.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey again, this is Dr. Cody Rall. If you're interested in supporting Tech4Psych or Psychiatry Innovation Lab, please like and subscribe to the Facebook and YouTube pages. If you're interested in learning more, check out the videos below in which we look into more developments in mental health and wellness.